Now that we know how much we need to produce, we can start looking at our direct material or direct labor and our factory overhead. So we're going to go in that order. The direct materials purchases budget estimates the quantities of direct materials to be purchased to support budgeted production and desired inventory levels. So step one, we're going to determine the budgeted direct material required for production. And the way we do that is we take the budgeted production volume and times it by the direct material quantity expected per unit. Then in step two, we're going to look to see how much we need to adjust it for by taking into account beginning and ending inventory levels. The beginning inventory level plus the desired ending inventory level. You'll have material required. So here's the material required from step one. And then you're going to add the amount of desired ending inventory minus the amount we started with to give you the direct material quantity to be purchased. Then in step three, the budgeted direct materials to be purchased will be computed. So step one and step two is in quantities. Step three, we're going to take the material that we need to purchase found in step two and times it by the unit price so we can get a dollar amount in step three. So let's look at an example. So we use leather and lining in producing our wallets and our handbags, and we need 0.30 square yards per unit of leather for a wallet and 0.10 square yards per unit of lining for a wallet. And this is what we need over here for our handbags. So to figure out our inventory and our unit price, we have to look at the estimated direct materials inventory. So this is the estimated materials inventory we have for leather and the amount that we have for liner. And then over here is our desired direct materials ending inventory. So this is our estimated beginning inventory and this is our desired ending inventory. In other words, this is the amount we want to have at the end sitting in our inventory. So the estimated price per square yard of leather and lining are these amounts: $4.50 for leather, $1.20 for lining. So we're going to look and see how we're going to drop this into our purchasing budget. Remember, we're going to have leather and we're going to have lining. We have how much it costs to make it. We have how much inventory we are coming into this with and how much we want to have at the end left over. Okay, so for the materials, we break it into leather and lining and square yards required for production. For the wallet, it's 156,000, and for the handbags, it's 365,000. So how did we get that? By saying it's going to take us 0.30 square yards per unit, and we plan to make 520,000 units. So we do 520,000 times 0.30, and that gets us the 156,000. And then also the lining for the wallet, we need 0.10 square yards per unit for the lining, and we want to make 520,000 units, so we would need 52,000 square yards. And we do the same thing for the handbag. And then we're going to add in our desired ending inventory, and it gave it to us. So let me show you where we got the desired ending inventory. So our desired ending inventory for leather was 20,000 and our desired ending inventory for lining was 12,000. So that is where the 20 and the 12,000 came from. So we add the desired ending inventories. We're going to subtract the estimated beginning inventories, and that's going to give us our total square yards that need to be purchased. Now finally we can apply that to a dollar figure. We're going to multiply that times the unit price, or how much it costs us to purchase per square yard, and we get these dollar numbers. So we add those together. So all this up here was in units of material, and this is how much it's going to cost us to get those units of material. So let's look at the example exercise.
All right, so let's do one together. We're going to do direct materials purchases budget.
So in our example exercise, we're actually going to do the direct materials purchases budget. So Lannon Awards Company produces 47,000 brass plaques. They need brass sheets to make the brass plaque. Assume that 96 square inches of brass sheet are required for each brass plaque. The estimated beginning inventory is 240,000 square inches. The desired ending inventory is 200,000 square inches. If brass sheets cost 12 cents per square inch, determine the direct material purchases budget for 2025. So the first thing we need to do is look and see how much square inches are required for production. So we just call this square inches required for production. Okay, and the way that we find the square inches required is we're going to look to see how many we plan to produce. So we plan to produce 47,000, and how much we need. It says we need 96 square inches of brass, a brass sheet per brass plaque. And per just means to multiply. So I'm just going to say the 47,000 times the 96 square inches that I need for each plaque. And that's going to give me 4,512,000 square inches that I need to get my 47,000 brass plaques. And I want to have my plus desired ending inventory. And it told me that I want to have 200,000 square inches desired that I add. So the total that I require for what I need for the production plus what I want to have an ending, I add these. And so when I add these, this is what I get. And then I need to subtract out my estimated beginning inventory, because I won't need to make these because I already have these in ending inventory. They told that number to me, 240,000. So then I can get the total square inches that I need to purchase, which is the required minus the beginning inventory. So this, and then minus this. Okay, now what I need is to put that into a price. So it tells me that my unit price is 12 cents per square inch. So per means to multiply, and this is going to give me my total direct material to purchase in dollars. So once I multiply that, that's going to give me my dollar amount, the amount I need in dollars. So I need 536,640, and I'm going to underline that double. So that is my direct materials purchases budget.